What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about Hogwarts Legacy potentially at the State of Play, which is also potentially in February. So I want to catch people up in case they missed it or in case they were out of the loop, and I want to try to make it very clear what this person said, and this person is Tom Henderson, okay? Now, we have to distinguish between what he's heard and what he thinks, because sometimes he slips from one into the other. Now, I respect the guy a ton. I actually like the guy quite a bit, and I think he's a lot more just direct in tweets. He made a video a few days ago where he went over like extra information for the PlayStation event. So again, to catch people up there, very heavily rumored, not just by him, that there will be a PlayStation event in early February. It'll probably be a State of Play, which I know probably has like a bad taste in everybody's mouths because some State of Plays are awful, some are a lot better. This one would be a better one, where they would do like Horizon, they do Sifu, they would do Gran Turismo, Ghostwire Tokyo, games like that. And now, potentially, Hogwarts Legacy could be there. I'll get to that in a second, but I want to fill in the gaps. So there's going to be, or at least rumored heavily, to be a PlayStation event early February. There's also rumored to be another PlayStation event the end of March, which would then handle all the stuff coming out the second half of this year, okay? So that's the rumors. You can believe it, you cannot believe it, totally cool. Tom Henderson posted a video, okay? And he talked about stuff, and as I said, he kind of goes back and forth between, well, he's heard stuff and it sounds like facts. You know what I mean? It sounds like things he was told by people, and then also just what he thinks is going on. When he mentions Hogwarts Legacy, and you can watch his video, by the way, I'm not going to stop you from doing that. When he mentions Hogwarts Legacy, it definitely sounds a lot more like he's been told it. Like, not that he's just kind of going off the seat of his pants, or it's what he assumes happened. It sounds like what he was told has happened with Hogwarts Legacy. Now, that's just how I have read into his voice, which is subjective. So again, take it with a grain of salt, and you guys can do the same. But basically what he says is, A, Hogwarts Legacy is, like they're ready to show stuff. Now, we've heard that before, right? Not even necessarily that's like an exclusive thing from him. 2, he talked about the release, that it would come out Q3 or Q4 of this year, which is July through December, basically. Now, again, that's not exclusive to him. In fact, account NGT said that, right? So you could say, well, he's borrowing stuff, which is fine. But then the main tidbit that I found interesting, that sounded unique and sounded like something that he was told, not that he just thinks, is that they were not necessarily waiting, but they saw the reception to the Return to Hogwarts, the anniversary, reunion on New Year's, and like they were happy with the response because it was mainly positive. There was very little backlash, there was very little attacks, and so from a gaming perspective, they thought, okay, we're safe now. Now, let me say something. That is one of the stupidest ways of I love this game, or I love the potential of what this game can be. I have been very positive on it, and I'm always going to have their backs against the garbage media and the garbage people on social media that are attacking the game, okay? But if you're going to be, and I've said this 1,000 times, if you're going to be afraid of these people, you are a coward. You're a pathetic coward. And that's honestly, in a lot of ways, what they've been, and I don't really feel, I understand it, but I don't really feel sorry for them because I don't agree with Tom, okay? And I don't agree with the idea that just because people didn't attack the Return to Hogwarts special means that they're also not going to attack your game. Because I'm going to tell you right now, that's not the case. People are going to attack your game. You're going to show the trailer. You're going to get industry backlash. You're going to get those journalists from Games Beat and Games Radar and IGN and PC Gamer. They're all going to write articles on you, okay? It's going to happen. I just know it, right? And they should know it, but for some reason they don't. So that's just kind of a little angry rant I wanted to throw in there. But it is something that, again, I feel like he was told. I don't really think you arrive on that conclusion. Like, you don't just say that out loud unless you were told it. And the way he words it does make it sound like somebody told him, yeah, they feel more confident about it now because they feel like they're in the clear, that they'll be safe to announce something. Then he does say something that is a lot more speculative, and it's something we've heard before, and I almost didn't want to make the video or didn't want to say this part because I know the response is going to be, we've heard it 1,000 times and it's getting annoying. And oh, trust me, it's getting annoying for me too. He literally says in the video that if it doesn't appear in February, there's a chance it could appear at the late March one. So basically, much like since the game was announced, we're back to, well, it could show up here, but if it doesn't, it could show up at the next one. You know what I mean? And that's annoying, and that's aggravating, and it's aggravating to you guys. I know it, and trust me, okay? It's very aggravating to me as well, because just like, give us a specific one, stick with it, and then I guess pray and cross your fingers that it is there. But he's a really good. I mean, like, Tom has a lot of background to him in terms of like being a good leaker. So like, I want to believe him. Again, I think it's just a little tough with his video because he goes in and out of, he's heard stuff, and he doesn't really even say that. It's just, that because he says it at the end, actually. He says like it's because he was talking to people and they told him stuff, but he slips in and out of assumptions, speculative, right? And also what he was told. So it's hard to distinguish as it goes on. And then again, when you have the thing where, oh, it could be here, but then it could be at the next one. But I guess the biggest information to me is that he, talks about that maybe they're in the clear, they feel like they're safe from attacks, so they're more willing to show stuff. I mean, we also know from them that they said 2022 they're going to show it, so I guess you could technically cop out and say any event in 2022, it's possible because they said they're going to show us more stuff this year. So, at right now, the best we can hope for is just to announce the state of play. Because when the state of play is announced, Sony has historically in the past couple of years made it very clear what is going to, not hugely specific, but they've made it clear what to like look for and what to not look for, right? I think they'll make it clear no new PS5 exclusive game announcements, you know what I mean? Or no updates on Spider-Man or Wolverine. Like those kind of things they say out loud. Now, I don't think they would say, Hogwarts is or is not going to be there, but if they talk about third parties, or if they don't talk about third parties, that's our in. You know what I mean? So I would say first, wait till they announce it, which probably is going to take them another 2.5, 3 weeks, okay? Because they announce it normally like right before it happens. So you got to give it some time before they announce it. And then when they do announce it, the biggest thing I will be paying attention to is if they talk about third parties. Warner Bros. Is a third party, thing. So if they say, we're going to show Horizon, Sifu, some of that stuff, and we're also going to have big surprises from third party studios, something like that would, that would get me excited. That would get me to very heavily believe it's time. So we'll see. That's the newest updates there. I try to make it as clear as humanly possible. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure, as always, you guys are subscribed to the channel. Thank you all for the support you've been giving me, actually, since we started these Hogwarts Legacy videos, but specifically the last several. I mean, you guys absolutely rock, and I'm happy you guys are having fun with this. I hope you're having fun with it. I am, too. If you want to follow me anywhere else, all my social media is in the description below. Thank you for watching. I'll keep you updated anytime I hear stuff on this, and I'll see you all on the next video.